In today's Clash Royale video, we will take a look at one of the best of threes in Clash Royale history. Me, who is the current world champion, at least at this point, Mugi. We are playing in the Clash Royale League World Finals with $250,000 on the line. The second round of the winners bracket. We both won our first one. I can tell you guys, this best of three is absolutely crazy. If you guys want to know or want to see more of this pro level content, make sure to subscribe and also let me know which game should I also break down next couple of days. I would really appreciate your comment there, and also give a fat thumbs up if you guys enjoy this type of content. I would say we're directly jumping in here, and yeah, it's the duels format. If you guys don't know, like new to the channel, new to Clash Royale esports, duels means you can just use every single card once in the best of three. So you cannot repeat mine, you cannot repeat any single card. You always need to switch up your deck. So kind of talking about strategy this one, I want to start off with a deck which Mugi didn't really expect, and also a deck which does well against his opening decks. We're always taking a look with my analyst or like Coach Jules. We're kind of taking a look at his opening decks, and also kind of want to make sure that I still have cards in my deck pool, which I can use in other decks which I feel comfortable with. So as you guys can see, I'm using Lava out here, and this matchup isn't really good. For like a 5,000 trophy player or 6,000 trophy player, you could think this matchup is good. I'm playing Lava Miner, he plays a Mortar deck. Since you could think it's good, because, okay, he just has one air card, right? He just has the Musketeer. So this is why people could think, okay, this matchup, it's not bad. It's not bad for Lava, right? How is he supposed to stop it? But the pressure he can do and what Mugi does in this matchup is absolutely incredible. His pressure all over the game was absolutely perfect. Always pressure me that I need to force out need to spend like elixir with the arrows, and I know if I spend my arrows I cannot go Lava, and since he's able to go in with Skelly King, Skelly Army at the bridge, and I won't be able to defend this one. So I'm just gonna go for my flying machine here once again. The back, this might be this if you think about it, like, I really remember what I was thinking in this situation. It was like maybe my only real opportunity to go maybe for Lava, and maybe I should have done it, because from now on I could never play Lava again. So maybe this was I should have played a Lava in this situation, since it was like my only real chance building up a push. Besides that, he was just like pressuring too well. So I most likely should have played a Lava in this situation, instead of the flying machine in the back, since we're also giving him like flying machine. But the matchup is horrible. I still most likely would have lost it, but it was like my only real choice in this situation, like doing that. So we got a decent counter push here on the right line, which I'm like kind of happy about. He goes in for a snowball. I'm most likely now going to use my ability here, and he needs to use a poison. So this is fine for me. We get some damage, so I'm not really too like sad about the trade. But what he can always do is this kind of pushes. Now I go in for my arrows here. So finally to say, like, besides maybe the one questionable thing I would have really liked to see, that would be a great option in Clash Royale, right? That you can kind of see what would have happened if I would have done something else. But as you guys can see here, I think, yeah, maybe the Lava also wouldn't have really changed much, because right now he's able to get so much value out of that. The flying machine was actually fine. The Skadies go, not all of them in the poison. But look at this, my Lava actually dies even like in my half, and yeah, I'm not really able to kill the Musketeer. He just stacks another one right now just for him, like kind of pressuring that. I cannot really do anything. I need to use my ability here, I guess. But at the same time I can't really do it. As you guys can see, he's just gonna do that. I need to arrows that to kill the Mortar, but right now I know I kinda lost this game. He goes in for Miner to chip away, uses the ability, just use the bats here to distract that. And Skelly King is actually pretty annoying. Don't really have anything against Skelly King. Skadies, pretty inconsistent. Skelly King as on his own against Skelly King is also not good. Really good snowball, and he knows I still need to defend this one. But I know already it's kind of over. I cannot really do anything here. I was just already like, stop thinking, since at this point I knew I was like losing. I was already like at this situation, kind of focusing on the next game. I honestly didn't really know what to do, what I should have done else. It's like just a really bad matchup. So the Miner is just going in from him. He's just going to use the ability now, and it's just like, I'm just playing here for fun. I know it's over. Skate's connected to the tower. I need to go Miner on defense here just to tank for the Mortar. But the Mortar even connects. He goes in for a snowball. GG's well played. 1-0 for Mugi, and now it's my back against the wall. Game number 2, I actually got a pretty good matchup. I went with Royal Giant, since it's a really safe deck to use and also does pretty well against most of his decks. Also, since his first deck kinda was out, and he went for Comfort. I knew he really likes this Magic Archer, Goblin Drill, Bridge Spam deck, so I pick a really good counter, and I actually have a really big matchup advantage. But the game gets a bit closer than I wanted, since Mugi's most likely with this specific drill variation the best player in the entire world. He's so good with it. He really relied on in the qualifiers using this deck. But I still like, it's not like I'm like a 5k troll player. I still should really easily win this matchup. So I didn't play it perfect. So I messed up my e-spirit here, which was unfortunate. I was also at this point like going in for Fisherman. I wasn't really too happy about that. I was just a bit, how should I say it? I was just a bit like with the first game, I wasn't really feeling comfortable, and that's what you can kind of see in this gameplay here. So I did some mistakes, but it was still fine. I can easily go in for my G-Scale. He drops his E-Wiz. I think he thought I had like less Elixir. So that's fine. I guess he's still also gonna go in for my Barbarian Brawl here, or for his Barbarian Brawl like spamming at the bridge. So I need to drop my log here. Really good log placement though. So I was kind of happy that the cannon got focused, and I was like, look at my face. So I actually got a damage advantage there, even with such a bad play. The Fisherman on the left was horrible. But it was fine, it worked out. So I was like, I really like thought in this situation, like, how am I up in damage? I played this absolutely poorly. Normally it's like you're playing defensive, controlling the game and going for a G-Lighting, pushing double. But in Germany you say, viele Wege führen nach Rome. Viele Wege führen nach Rome, which basically kind of means like a lot of ways going to Rome, or like a lot of ways like how we can go to Rome. So there was like the Fisherman didn't really do his job, man. I can't talk, I can't play. What I'm like even supposed to do? He goes in for a really good Ghost. I need to go for my Ghost here, but also go for Hunter. That wasn't like optimal. Like the second game, the third game is a really good game, but the second game was just like carried by matchups. But I mean, at the end, nobody asks you how you win. And the first and second game, like Mugi is playing the first game absolutely incredible. I couldn't do much. In the second game, I was playing pretty bad so far, but at the end it's going to be really close. But the third game is absolutely one of the best games ever. Maybe top 5, maybe top 3. How you kind of want to count it? Since for me at least, the 1 HP game, it's not a game. I don't know what happened there. It's maybe like a bit wicked thing, but for me the 1 HP game, it's not a normal Clash Royale game. Look at the G-Scale connecting to tower, which was absolutely incredible there. And I know right now it's just about like playing defensive and focus on. So using my Fisherman here, pulling that away. Now we're doing a really good job controlling the game so far. And I'm just going to use this. I know we can use now is Golden Knight Dash here, but I still thought it's going to be fine. Not really as fine as I wanted to see, since everything dies. But I can use my Hunter here. I think the Hunter really actually like sucks and almost dies, but at least it didn't die. So I'm using now my Fisherman, a really great Fisherman. Now I have like a double lane push, so this is why I'm deciding to go in left side. Since I also know he needs to defend right side. Now I'm just gonna go Lightning like this here. Since I hit the cannon card, or like kill the cannon card and also kill the E-Wiz, and I know, okay, I don't need to Lightning tower, I don't need to overcommit, just kill the troops and defend. But I think soon there's going to be like a Surgical Goblin Magic Archer flashback on my tower, which I don't really want to see. But it happens, right? Actually a pretty good season for me in Clash Royale. I finished like number 2 on ladder, number 1 in the global tournament, and then I also got second at World, so pretty dominant, pretty solid. So Fire E-Spirit's coming down, also going for a log at this point. I'm like controlling the game. Nothing really should happening. I think right now he's just gonna go pressure left side. So I need to go for this. He goes in for a really great Magic Archer. I need to go in for Hunter here. He goes in for a Tornado, and I need to log this one. I need to log, but I was like really waiting a long time for going for my log. Don't ask me why, but just to make it close for the content. Going for G-Scale now. Going now for my Royal Giant at the bridge. And I know this needs to be the push. Also spamming my Fisherman here at the bridge. I just need to get one Royal Giant hit. Please get the lightning down. Going for a log now. Log is coming down. I just need one Royal Giant shot. Please, bro. Get it. Thank you very much. We got it. I also went for a Royal Giant opposite lane just to like keep up the pressure a bit more. Lightning is down. We're taking the stop. Wasn't the best gameplay of my time, of all time. Taking my sheet here, looking at decks what I can play now. But this game, game 3 now, is an absolutely incredible game. We love to see me playing log bait, and yeah, we're facing cycle versus cycle, cheap deck versus cheap deck, and I'm just gonna throw my barrel and Mugi drops in the skeletons plus delivery coming a bit late, but it's fine. He's playing a control deck, and I was like kind of thinking that he could play this. I actually have the guards in my deck in case he just goes in for a Royal Giant deck, since he could still have the cards open like Log. The good thing for me is that I have the good alt, which is like really important, the Bomb Tower. That I have the Bomb Tower. This is really, really helpful instead of the cannon. Imagine I would have had cannon. It would have been a free loss basically. So I was just pretty happy that I decided to play with that. So I'm using my barrel here. He uses the delivery. I'm using my snowball since I thought he won't have the delivery ready in time, but he got it. So snowball, fires F, snowball, ice bomb tower versus EQ, Royal Hogs. Cycle. So this is like a really strange matchup. I would say maybe I have the slight advantage. Even you could think, okay, he has so much against Gombler since I have the Rocket, but I can tell you guys, yeah, it doesn't really. I think this is like a game which can go both sides. Maybe I have the slight advantage if I play it perfect, but generally it was just an absolutely great and close game to watch. So I'm using my Dargon here, and also like some really like cool things which like I'm gonna tell you later about this game in a specific moment. So I'm using in here my Bomb Tower, really good Bomb Tower placement, using my guards high here just to kill the Archer Queen, perfect ability timing by Mugi. And at this point I was like thinking, okay, the Bomb Tower will help, but this Archer Queen still got a shot, and it really annoyed me. It feels like Archer Queen, it doesn't matter what you do, it's with 1 HP, she always gets a shot. In a matchup like this where it's about chip damage, EQ versus Rocket, just like Cycle versus Cycle, every single damage which you don't really want to take hurts. Okay, so I'm using my Ice Bird here. I think right now I'm just gonna go in for my Dark on the bridge, since I know it's annoying for him to defend since he doesn't have a small tank, right? He doesn't have an Ice Cream, he doesn't have a Knight, he doesn't have a Valk to catch it. So Dark on the bridge, especially when the Spirit's out of cycle, is kind of annoying. So I'm using this here, using that now. I still need to go in for my guards here. Really good guards placement. Just also make sure to kill the Hoggies. And right now I have the Mighty Miner on the map, so using here my another barrel here, this is great, and I have the Rocket, which is important. The Rocket was so important. Also, when I played the Rocket for my first time, the crowd got so loud. So I'm using here my guards, I'm using my barrel here, using in my log, and look at this. This is what you want to do. When your opponent has the log not in cycle and is an absolutely great player, he will always go for the skeletons plus fire spit push. This is what I knew that Mugi will do. So going in for the front barrel, since the fire spit will kind of glitch behind the tower, won't get there, and you get so much more damage. Really good barrel placement. So also this time he messed up. Once again, the pressure is getting to him. The pressure is getting to him, and it's understandable, man. It's game 3. It's all on the line. And it's important. Right now, I'm just gonna throw my first Rocket. He goes on the left side, going for the Hoggies here. I misplaced my Bomb Tower. You wanna play one tile lower, but it's still fine. The Hoggies just get 1 damage. So right now, I'm just gonna use a Fire Spirit. I can catch it with an Ice Spirit. So right now, I'm gonna throw my barrel here. He goes in for his log, most likely. I played a bit in the back. I was thinking maybe he's doing a mistake, but it's still Mugi. So this Rocket was like, do I really play the Rocket here? Because right now he has the 3-card cycle. It's exactly what you want to do. And that's fine. I'm using my Dark Golem here. I'm also going for an Ice Spirit, but the Ice Spirit just actually missed. He goes in for a log on offense. I'm going to use my guards here. I'm instantly going for my barrel here just to apply some aggression that he cannot do what he wants to do. So he's using his Fire Spirit. I get my Bomb Tower down last second. I'm also going to use my Snowball to push the bag into the bomb, and we are still alive. I don't know how, but we're still alive. I just need to have my counters soon in cycle. So I'm using my Dark on the bridge since I know what is he supposed to do, right? He needs to make sure that he's like doing this. So I'm going to go for my barrel here first and then get some chip damage. Like I know the guards won't really be like do the best work, but right now it's just about get the Rocket down. Go for the Rocket. Also going for Dark Golem, just apply pressure. He's just gonna let it go. This is fine. Like the skeletons are coming down. Time 36, 63. It doesn't make a difference. Rocket, I need to Rocket. Snowball is not enough. I'm going in for this. He goes in for a log. I'm gonna throw the Rocket here. Snowball needs to come down. Snowball needs to come down. I can't talk anymore. What an absolutely outstanding, mind-blowing game versus Mugi. Absolutely close. One of the greatest best of threes ever on stage. And the stage experience was absolutely incredible. It was so loud in the arena. I was just actually so happy winning this one. Maybe in game 2 it wasn't the best gameplay of all time, but you also kind of need to think about the gameplay most of the times. If you're like well, at least in my opinion, gameplay on stage will be most of the time at least worse than on, at home, since there's crowd, the stage pressure, and also you're not able to count elixir. But this gameplay was just absolutely mind-blowing in terms of like how close it was. I hope you guys enjoyed today's one. Make sure to subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see it more often, and also which other games you want to see me breaking down at the World Finals. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys.